All right, so in this social media review, we're going to be covering tweets that are surrounding the coronavirus in Truman State University's campus. These tweets are from students, faculty, staff, departments, and organizations on campus. So we'll start out with the index. The index has so far been pretty good about putting out news pretty constantly. They update their issues about once every week, and they've covered everything from university policies and how the university is dealing with paid leave for faculty and staff, daycare closures, everything that surrounds kind of the logistics of the coronavirus, things that you might not think about, but also other things that involve more student-oriented activities like the Peace Corps. The index has gotten it out that the Peace Corps volunteers had to return home, and that the NCAA recently canceled the rest of Truman State University's men's basketball season due to the coronavirus. That is something that doesn't come so much as a shock as just something that's kind of sad for our community. And I know we're all just hoping that we can get back to some kind of normalcy in the future. But we're glad that the index is keeping us updated. New fun things that the index also announced is that they're coming out with more, they have a fiction story up. I know I haven't heard of the index putting out many fiction stories, so I know I was pretty excited about this one. The idea of it is, what if the coronavirus struck in 2075, so the future? They released that actually yesterday, March 25th. And they're also going to keep us updated in new ways now that we're only online, with a newsletter and a podcast. So definitely check that out if you get a chance. Other student organizations on campus. Student government has been really good about keeping their tweets up to date and keeping everyone in the know about what's going on. So they have their virtual Zoom meetings. Now all of their student government meetings are available for people to view on Zoom, which is really nice and helpful. They are also encouraging people to still participate in the Purple Friday challenges and Purple Friday. So Purple Friday is encouraging Truman Bulldog students to wear purple on Fridays in school spirit and support, and they say just because we're not physically on campus doesn't mean that it's not Purple Friday. So they sent out these two tweets showing people how they're going to put on this challenge, and you can post a picture of yourself in your Truman Purple Friday, and they'll send you some awesome gifts if you're chosen as their person. And you have to add a little caption, and it's just like a fun way that they're keeping people involved, even though we're not physically on campus. The president and the vice president are also holding virtual office hours, which I thought was really awesome and inviting, that you can still stay involved, and they're really just trying to keep stuff as usual and normal as they can. And also, now that we're dealing with these new moving out procedures, which are kind of crazy and hectic, student government is still there to help us. That tweet came from 2 days ago, where they're telling you if you need help with anything when it comes to moving out, just contact student government and they'll help you take care of it, which I thought was really awesome of them to kind of offer to help in such a crazy time. All right, next. SAB unfortunately had to cancel all of their events for the semester, which obviously everyone had to cancel their events, but it kind of hurts a little more knowing it's SAB, our big event planner. But they are luckily announcing that they're rescheduling them for next semester. So I personally don't know if this means that we'll have just double the events next semester or if they're replacing their future events, but we're still excited to see what they have cooking up for us. And as just like an extra little thing of them being awesome, they gave us some virtual activities to do in the meantime. So go ahead and definitely check that out. It's at Truman SAB, and hopefully they can help you stay busy. The College Dems of Truman, the Truman Democrat organization, has also been pretty up to date with their tweets and their tweeting. They're encouraging people just to listen to the experts on COVID, and also that they're letting people know that in your period of social distancing, just because you're in social distancing isolation doesn't mean you're in total isolation. You can still call your senators and fight for whatever you feel strongly about, which I think everyone can agree is a really awesome way for you to still be able to reach out, even though you can't necessarily leave your home. All right, professors and departments. A lot of professors and departments have actually been really active. I've noticed that the linguistics department Twitter is one of the most active Twitters that I could find on Truman State's campus. But first, we have Professor Outson gave his, well, not just his students, but the people of Twitter, an awesome survival guide for online learning, which I thought was very thoughtful. It was very extensive. I encourage you to go check it out. It's on his Twitter, @thatgaycomguy. And it's like a 10-step procedure of just like things that you should consider doing now that you're in isolation. Things like setting down your phone and doing your homework without distractions, to trying to create routines. And he just has this long, very well thought out idea preparing, or ideas in preparation for you when you're dealing with classes in this stressful, unorganized time. He also, they also have been letting their students know, and other professors have been doing this as well, letting students know that they're not totally fond of the online classes either, and that they miss us. He also added a funny note of giving lectures to my cat isn't just isn't the same, which I thought was really funny, and just like a nice lighthearted note in kind of a downing time. Truman Engling, so the English Language and Linguistics Department, also chimed in with some jokes. They said that it's only fun to work from home if everybody else has to go to the office. So even though people are pretty brought down by such a disorganized and like unprecedented time, people are still trying to make lighthearted of it. And going on social media and staying active in it people are posting jokes, and it's fun, and it can really be uplifting. And I thought this was really nice. Dr. Joey Hubbard liked this tweet from Dr. Lindsay Stallings-Marshall, and it's about how working in education, if you can like trust your administrators, then and they really care about you, that's really awesome. And I thought it was nice that Dr. Joey retweeted this just for everyone to see, because we know that Truman administration and staff are working just as hard as the teachers and the students, and it was just a nice way for her to kind of call them out and let them know that we're thinking of them. All right, lastly, the students. I think the students have been the most diverse in their messaging. We have some students like Amanda at Artsy Amanda, who is announcing an internship, and she says, while I am still upset that I won't be finishing up my freshman year at Truman Biology in person, I can find joy in saying that I am officially joining the Butterfly House this summer as an entomology intern. Can't wait for a summer full of science. So we get this, while sad that she can't finish her freshman year with Truman Biology, she's announcing an internship, which is awesome. And I know there were teachers who responded to this in just full support of her, which is really nice to see. Next, we have some people are a little more down, but in a funny, lighthearted way. At Adzi22, Addie Lievo, she says, day 7 of quarantine, my skin has never looked worse, which is just funny, relatable content, and it made me smile. It was posted less than a week ago, so it's pretty recent, and we can all relate to having to deal with being in quarantine. All right. At Forever Becca SM, time is non-existent in quarantine, except Truman professors. So while we have some really funny people out there, we also have people who are funny and can also bring Truman into the mix. So this person is talking about how Truman professors are still being like very rigorous, and a lot of them are staying within their schedules, even though we're in a much different time, which is a thought that a lot of students are having right now. So it's good that people are saying what they mean on social media, even if it isn't always something that's totally positive or something that people want to hear. All right, and that's it. That's a wrap for our social media update of the week. My name is Josie Wagner, and I hope to see you again soon.